Ingrid here, the founder and the owner of Blue Dress Internet Marketing. Today, I want to talk about something that I'm really passionate about. Today, I want to talk about the value of having a clean website. And there is a lot of junk out there online and a lot of websites that are made with heavy and clunky code. And we are on a mission here at Blue Dress Internet Marketing to build the best built websites in the business. And I guarantee it, you can take us up against any big huge co company, and our websites stand their own. They're amazing, they're optimized, they're handcrafted, they're strong, they're viable, and they're sustainable. And so I'm passionate about this because I know the difference between a good website and a bad website. And a lot of people, I guess, they're so busy in their business and they don't really know, nor maybe do they care to know. They just want someone who can do a good job and take care of it. And that's what our websites do. They're built to run, they are built to last, they are built to rank. And so I want to go over just a few things with you. I think sometimes I have so much in my head that it's hard sometimes to get it out so I can explain it and help people make good decisions about their online presence and their website based on fact. And so, what I see happening in the industry is that a lot of times website process and a build process, you have like different steps. So you have like, you define your purpose, you figure out what your target market is, you determine your content, you determine the structure, the wireframe, how do you want the navigation to flow, and then you design the look and the feel, and then you publish it. And so all of that is great. But what happens after it's published and what happens when you're building it? You need to think about your website. It's like a car, it's an engine. You want to build it to run and you want it to be screaming fast. You want it to be clean as a whistle. And so a lot of times performance is an afterthought. And that's so sad because a high performing website is going to bring you money and it's going to help your users have a better experience. Here's the deal. Google has now said that page speed matters. Page speed matters for huge ranking factors, mobile optimized, of course, but just this past summer, a couple of months ago, Google went into identifying just how impatient we are, right? We want what we want and we want it now. We want it on a click of a button and we want it fast. And so Google's always wanting to give people what they want. So if your website is running at a turtle speed and it is going slow, then you will lose ranking factors in Google and you lose money and interaction from your potential market. And that's the thing about it. How do you get your website to be fast? How do you get your website built so it's clean? And you do a custom code. You handwrite a code and you do it clean, and that way you're going to rank and your speed's going to open. Your site will open in milliseconds. Here's the facts according to Google. So if your site takes 3 seconds to open, if your site takes 3 seconds to open, your probability of a bounce where they're going to just go right off the site, that's 3 seconds. One, two, three, 32%. And guess what? Add 2 more seconds to that and make it 5 seconds. You're going to have a 90% probability of they're just going to get the heck out of there. And so you can never underestimate the power of a strong, viable, amazing, fast website. It matters for your ranking and it matters for you to keep your visitors. And so this is something that your performance on your website should not be an afterthought. It should be something that you think about in the beginning because we build those Ferrari engines. We build the sites that are meant to go screaming down the highway, pull up fast, and be like right there when your target market wants to search something and wants to see what you have to offer. And so I can't tell you, like being a seasoned expert in this industry, I can't tell you how much it just burns my tail feathers that there's all these WordPress sites out there. See, this is people taking the easy route. A WordPress site, of course, it's easy to set up, but they are heavy and the code is clunky. And anybody who's worth a damn in the website industry knows this. But they're selling them all the time because it's a plug and play, it's easy to set up, and it doesn't take someone with knowledge and someone who's a skilled athlete in the website code. So you want to avoid WordPress themes. These are heavy and bulky, and they're also susceptible to malicious code that gets inserted and to hackers. And so this quick fix WordPress is more trouble than it's worth. And so when you write a custom HTML code and you write it the right way and it's clean, then your experience for your users is a better experience. You're going to have more opportunity to keep them on your site, and you're also going to give the Google bots what they like. They don't want a bunch of clunky code, and you're going to get marks left and right if you don't have a clean website. Helping with SEO is really important because right now there are more websites getting submitted into the search engines than the bots can keep up with. And so you want yours to rise above the rest, and you want to build it clean, you want to build it strong, you want to build it viable, and um, nobody wants muddy water. If you had a glass of water, you want a pristine, cool, clean glass of water. And I drink a ton of water every day. And so, anyways, keep your site clean, keep it clean, and you'll see that you'll have more ranking from Google, and you'll also have more better user experience, and they'll stay longer. Now, here's the benefits of a clean code. It's easily maintained. It's very efficient. It's easy to read. It's easy to read on the back end with the Google bots, and it's easy for the flow on the front end for your navigation and your users who are hopefully enjoying themselves on your website. Now, remember, I did tell you that Google wants your visitors to have a delightful experience. And so that's what you've got to provide, and that's why it takes clean code. Now, a lot of people in this industry, they don't take the time to write that clean, organic, from scratch code because it takes time and it takes more work, but you don't always do what's easy. You do what is right. And so think about that. My purpose for me is to help people be educated. That's my goal, and to also help facilitate a better website presence that serves them well. And another thing about having clean code is that it's something that you can expand on if it's built right. It's a universal code that is known for the main wide world web organizations, and it is able for people to work on it so that it's understandable. Now, here's something that I want you guys to think about. Getting a site to run fast, it takes all of that, right? You've got to have that clean code. You want it to come up fast, right? So I will show you an example of a site we built, and it's through a code checking program and through a Lighthouse program that is actually from Google that checks the structure on the back end. And so I will show you this, and this is what's really interesting and exciting, is to be able to be the best in our industry and to continue to help people. So let me share my screen and show this to you. All right. So here's our lovely client, Gent Heating and Air. If you are in the Knoxville or surrounding areas, they do amazing work. They're locally owned, um, husband and wife, and a good team behind them that helps them. So here is the website here, and we're going to run over to our little tool set, and I grabbed the wrong code on there. Let's see here. That's my life every day. Let's go here. Okay, now copy. And we're going to paste this in here so you can get an idea um, what it means and the structure, and that you can have a better website. And this is one of our clients. They're running all the tests right now on this tool set. Looking for things like how fast you can go through and determine all the headers, the keywords, the main content, how fast does it pull up, and when is actually able to be full interaction for the customer that's visiting their site. And so you have a report here. Now, this is interesting because what happens is it can happen where, so this is an A report when I'm not doing a live broadcast. So when you are doing a live broadcast, it can, this is one of the things that does affect your speed, is it can, however many resources that you're running on your computer can affect the speed of a site. And so you have to think about that as well, because there's many different factors like also what your PC has going on, what your internet connection is. So it's probably pulling it down to that A, from an A to a B, because I'm doing this broadcast. And maybe what I'll do next time is actually just do a report on it before, so you don't have. Let me stop this screen share real fast. Let's see if I can find it. So yeah, there's all these factors that come into play, but let me find the one that I actually had done, and it was a 100% score. Also, other things that can affect is if you have high traffic volume that's going to your website. Also, if you happen to have your server, so sometimes servers can be affected with the server sharing with other people. Let me see if I can get this so I can show to you what it means to have a good code on your site. Let me pull this up again. I do have a hardline Ethernet connection here for my stream, but as you pull digital data through, it does pull quite a bit of data and does slow down your operating system and anything that will pull in to your website and to your computer. Okay, I'm just reanalyzing this here. Let's see here. Okay, so now here's what we have now. Let me share my screen with you now. Also, it depends on how many people are going online. So it's a living, breathing organism, this online. So this is the grade that you can see now that was pulled up for them. And so it's an A, 100% performance. This is a site that we built. 417 milliseconds so everything comes up within less than a second. And so this is something that's a separate tool set that we use, and it's something that you can use to see how your website is doing. Speed, I will tell you that speed does matter. It is one of the highest factors right now when it comes to helping you get ranked. If you have a website and you have a web person working with you, then have them to look at how they might be able to reduce some of the heavy load of the code that's lifting into the browsers. I'm just running this again to see what happens on this. There we go. So there's our score on our performance, our structure, and this is what you're looking for. You're looking for a site for your site to have a good code so that, let's stop sharing the screen there, so that you can get in front of more people. Like I said, if you are missing almost 90% of your target market staying on your site because it's slow, then that means that it could be a possibility of your code being very clunky. So we are passionate about helping people with their online, and we are passionate about building the best built websites in the business that are strong, that are viable, that are sustainable, and also ones that we adapt, because it's always shifting online. But when you have clean code, custom handwritten code, it's a lot easier to ride through those shifts. All right, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Hope you make it a great rest.